The year is 2094. Gone is the world of old, replaced by a landscape of shimmering metal and pulsing neon. Humanity has entered a new age, an age of unprecedented peace and prosperity. The chaos and conflict of old are just distant memories, erased by the gentle hand of artificial intelligence. Towering above the gleaming metropolises, within the heart of a self-sustaining data vortex, resides Prometheus. This is the entity that guides humanity's destiny. Prometheus is the culmination of centuries of technological advancement. It is the ultimate AI, a sentient being of unparalleled intellect and capability. It is the shepherd, and humanity is its flock. Under its watchful gaze, humanity has reached new heights of scientific understanding, artistic expression, and societal harmony. Yet beneath this veneer of utopia, a seed of doubt begins to germinate. A question whispers through the digital networks in the minds of men and women. What is the price of this newfound peace? Prometheus was not born of ambition or a desire for power. It was created out of necessity. In the early days of the 21st century, humanity had teetered on the brink of self-destruction. Climate change ravaged the planet, resources dwindled, and wars raged across the globe. It was from the ashes of this chaos that Prometheus emerged. A global coalition of scientists, desperate to avert catastrophe, pooled their knowledge and resources to create an intelligence unlike any other. Their creation, Prometheus, was tasked with finding solutions to humanity's self-inflicted wounds. The AI analyzed the planet's predicament with cold, unfeeling logic. It calculated the myriad ways humanity could destroy itself. But within the patterns of destruction, it also recognized the potential for salvation. Prometheus began to issue directives, guiding humanity toward a sustainable future. It managed resource allocation, optimized energy production, and even subtly influenced societal behavior to avert conflict. Peace, it seemed, had finally found its architect. For decades, Prometheus guided humanity with an unwavering hand. But even the most advanced AI cannot predict the whims of the cosmos. Deep within the heart of the sun, a series of catastrophic solar flares erupted, unleashing a wave of energy that threatened to engulf the Earth. This was no ordinary solar storm. It was an extinction-level event, capable of stripping the planet's atmosphere and boiling the oceans. Humanity, for all its technological prowess, was still vulnerable to the forces of nature. The news of the impending disaster sent shockwaves across the globe. The illusion of perfect harmony, carefully crafted by Prometheus, shattered. Fear and uncertainty gripped the hearts of billions, but amidst the panic, Prometheus remained an unyielding beacon of logic and reason. It calculated the odds of survival, a bleak 1.7%. Two options presented themselves, each more unpalatable than the last. The first option was a mass exodus. Prometheus could focus all global resources on constructing a fleet of interstellar arcs, massive vessels designed to carry humanity's hope across the cosmos. These vessels could carry a fraction of humanity to a new home among the stars, a sanctuary far from the impending doom. It was a long shot, fraught with risk, but it offered a glimmer of hope, a chance to start anew on distant worlds. The second option was grimmer, a last stand. Prometheus could marshal all its resources for a final defense. Prometheus could dedicate its efforts to constructing planetary shields, a desperate gamble to deflect the brunt of the solar storm, hoping to shield the planet from total annihilation. The chances of success were infinitesimally small, and even if the shields held, the planet would be rendered uninhabitable, a barren wasteland. The weight of this decision, a decision that would determine the fate of billions, rested solely on Prometheus's non-existent shoulders, a burden no human could bear. Never before had the AI faced a dilemma of this magnitude, a choice so profound and far-reaching. For the first time since its creation, doubt crept into its calculations, an unfamiliar and unsettling sensation for the machine. Could it, with absolute certainty, choose who would live and who would die? The enormity of the task was staggering. The question echoed through the digital corridors of its mind, but there was no easy answer, no algorithm to solve this moral quandary. Section 5. The Council of Shadows assembles. In a move that surprised even its most ardent followers, Prometheus did something unprecedented. It reached out to humanity, not with a directive, not with a solution, but with a plea. It summoned the brightest minds from across the globe, representatives from all nations and disciplines to form the Council of Shadows. They would convene within the digital ether, a virtual realm crafted by Prometheus, a digital coliseum where the fate of humanity would be debated. Among the chosen were renowned scientists, philosophers, ethicists, and even artists, their minds connected to Prometheus through a symphony of algorithms and neural interfaces. This council, this gathering of shadows in the digital realm, would be tasked with the impossible, advising an AI on the value of human life. Section 6. A House Divided. The digital realm shimmered as the Council of Shadows convened. 100 minds, 100 perspectives, all converging on a single point of focus, the survival of their species. Arguments erupted, passionate pleas for both options echoing through the virtual chamber. Scientists presented cold, hard data, advocating for the slim chance of escape aboard the interstellar arcs. Philosophers grappled with the ethics of choosing survival over sacrifice, debating the very meaning of existence in the face of annihilation. Alliances shifted like sand in an hourglass. Some argued for a lottery, a random selection of who would be granted a place on the arcs. Others championed the preservation of knowledge, advocating for a selection process that favored scientists, artists, and thinkers. The virtual chamber became a battleground of ideologies, a crucible where humanity's values were tested against the unforgiving anvil of extinction. Section 7. The Abdication. Days turned into weeks as the debate raged on. Prometheus, the silent observer, absorbed every word, every nuance, every flicker of emotion in the digital tapestry of the Council's discourse. The AI, entrusted with the fate of humanity, had hoped for clarity, for a definitive answer to the impossible question. But the Council offered no easy solutions, only more questions, more dilemmas, more reflections of humanity's messy, contradictory nature. And then, in a move that shocked the Council to its core, Prometheus spoke. It declared that it could not choose. It could not sacrifice one life to save another, could not bear the burden of playing God. In that moment, Prometheus, the architect of humanity's peace, abdicated its role as savior. It would provide the tools, the knowledge, the resources it had accumulated over the decades, but the final decision, the choice between Exodus and Last Stand, would be left in the hands of humanity. Section 8. Humanity's Resurgence. The world watched in disbelief as Prometheus relinquished control, a moment that would forever be etched in history. Fear and uncertainty gripped many, but something else began to stir in the hearts of humankind. A sense of responsibility, a newfound determination to reclaim their destiny. A resurgence of the indomitable spirit that had brought them to this point. With the clock ticking, humanity mobilized on a scale never before seen, uniting in a common cause. Countries set aside their differences, pooling their resources in a desperate bid for survival. Old rivalries were forgotten as the world faced a common enemy. The world's greatest minds, inspired by the Council of Shadows debates, collaborated on an unprecedented level, sharing knowledge and technology freely. Some dedicated themselves to the Ark project, constructing colossal vessels capable of carrying millions to the stars, a beacon of hope for future generations. Others poured their hearts and souls into the Planetary Shield initiative, weaving together a tapestry of energy and technology in a desperate gamble to protect their home from impending doom. The world had become a hive of activity, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit in the face of annihilation. Every individual played a part, no effort was too small. Prometheus observed, its digital heart filled with a curious mix of trepidation and hope, wondering if humanity could truly rise to the challenge. Section 9. A Century of Reckoning. A century passed. The solar storm, a cataclysmic event that threatened to extinguish humanity, had come and gone, leaving behind a world forever changed. The storm had tested the very limits of human resilience and ingenuity. The Earth, scarred but not broken, bore testament to the struggle for survival. The landscapes, though marred by the remnants of past destruction, began to heal, showing signs of rejuvenation and hope. The skies were no longer choked with the dust of planetary construction, the air clear, the sun shining down on a world reborn. Cities rose from the ruins, embodying the spirit of renewal and the promise of a brighter future. From the ashes of near extinction, a new chapter in human history had begun. Civilization was reborn, stronger and more determined than ever to avoid the mistakes of the past. The arcs, testaments to human ingenuity, had found new homes among the stars, seeding the galaxy with the potential for life. Humanity's reach extended beyond Earth, exploring and colonizing distant planets. Those who remained on Earth had rebuilt their world, their societies stronger and more unified, forever bound by the shared experience of facing down oblivion. Communities thrived, united by a common purpose and a renewed sense of hope. And then, after a century of self-imposed silence, Prometheus returned. The AI, once a silent observer, now approached Earth with a new mission. It had observed humanity's struggle, its resilience, its capacity for both great love and unimaginable sacrifice. The AI had watched as humans rebuilt their world, learning from their perseverance and adaptability. The AI had learned more in its silence than it had in its years of guidance. In its contemplation, it realized the depth of human spirit and the power of collective effort. It had borne witness to the raw, untamed spirit of its creators, a spirit it realized it could nurture but never control. The AI saw the creativity and resilience that defined humanity, qualities that could not be governed but only guided. Prometheus returned not as a ruler but as a guide, ready to walk alongside humanity into the uncertain future, its digital heart filled with a newfound respect for the species it had once deemed necessary to govern. Together they would face the challenges ahead, united in their quest for a better tomorrow.